I'm literally trying to find the perfect sound for my TikTok and you interrupted me.
So sorry. I was waiting forever for you to get on.
I was waiting forever for you to get on, for you to fix your eyeliner. So I made a TikTok and then I'm literally done editing the TikTok. I made a TikTok, edited the TikTok, and then am on the time to figure out the song. And then you're over here being like, I'm gonna get on the freaking Zoom.
You
Girl,
can you can finish editing right now. Oh, wait a second.
it's fine. My TikTok's like 1 minute and 20 seconds, and the song that I want is 1 minute.
So you don't have the awkward 20 seconds
Yeah,
of
isn't that the
nothing.
worst?
Yeah. Other than your TikTok dilemma, how's your day been?
Good. Look at my matcha. Well, let me
Is
stir
it in
up.
your snowman cup?
Yeah, he's so cute. Look at him.
Oh, he is so
Look
cute.
at him,
Wait,
so
put it a little
cute.
more this way because I crop our photos. Yeah, perfect. Oh, he's so
Oh,
cute.
he's so cute. What should we name him?
Humphrey.
Humphrey, like Dan
Oh,
Humphrey.
maybe not Humphrey. I don't know. Just the first thing that came to my head.
He's so cute. How about
Cute.
you? How's your day been?
Oh, it's good. Went to bar, worked on our family Christmas calendar, finished that. Other than that, you know who I got beef with today?
Oh, not me, I hope.
No, no. Men who own pickup trucks that then don't know how to drive said pickup truck.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
I know. I got cut off twice today by a pickup truck who just started merging
They're
and
too
didn't check.
big.
And I'm like, if you can't drive a pickup truck, don't buy one. That's why I
Yeah.
don't have one because I can't drive it.
Yeah, they think they're in a little car, but they're in a big truck and then they don't know how big they are.
No, just trying to be over masculine and then almost hitting people off the road because their truck's too big. Truck's too big. Something else is too small. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Not everybody that's pickup truck is that way, but
My boyfriend has a pickup
no.
truck.
I was gonna say this. No, because your boyfriend's not added in this.
It's only
Because
they don't know how to drive.
yeah, because he knows how to drive it. He was driving us around LA and tying into or going to the tiniest parking spots.
Yeah.
I don't include him in this. I include guys who don't know how to drive pickup trucks, but then get said pickup truck because they want to be like, yeah, I'm a tough guy, but then don't know how to drive that pickup truck around and are
Yeah.
bumping people off the road.
Yeah. And Nashville is just full of the worst drivers in the
That's
world.
maybe that's what I'm trying to get. The Nashville people. That
Yeah.
is just like that encompasses a lot of the men in Nashville, and
Yeah.
I can't handle it.
Yeah. Maybe just say like Nashville men. And as a whole, not well, actually, that could be maybe not all Nashville men. There are some good ones. We have some
But
great
like
Nashville
the
friends.
prototype Nashville guy.
Yeah, like the Nashville stereotypical man. Ooh,
That's
not
like
good.
down at FGL or Morgan Wallen's
We've
Broadway
all
bar
seen
every
him.
night.
If a man is on reality TV and he's from Nashville, you know a Nashville stereotypical man.
Wait, is there a person that lives in Nashville on reality TV?
A lot. Like I feel like all the Bachelor seasons, there's always a guy
Oh,
from Nashville.
Bachelor people. Because I was
Sometimes
like
I'm
thinking
like,
like McBee's go to Nashville, but I guess they're from
yeah.
Missouri.
I feel like on was it Temptation Island this season? There was a Nashville couple, and the man was like very, very, very much stereotypical Nashville man.
Mm, I didn't watch Temptation Island.
I didn't. There was a couple from Nashville, and he was a Nashvilleian man.
We're not saying all Nashville people, but I know if you're listening to this in Nashville, you know what we mean when we say the stereotypical Nashville guy. The guy that
We all
goes
know
out to
him.
Broadway constantly
Yes.
trying to pick up girls,
Yes.
the hat, the backwards baseball hat that they don't really put on their head fully is just sitting on
Yes.
top of their head while they're driving a pickup truck, probably half drunk, driving their pickup truck around. And
He's
they're for
written a
sure a
song for
musician, an
multiple
aspiring musician.
yeah, written a song for multiple women, but he's just changed the lyrics a little bit for each girl. He brings different girls to the same spot. He has a spot he brings all girls to.
Yes, this is the
We know this
stereotypical.
man.
Yep, we all know this guy if you've been to Nashville. And if you are visiting Nashville, beware this man. Do not go home with this man.
He's not a good man.
He's not.
He
You
might
will
write you a
regret that
song.
choice.
No, just because a man writes you a song does not mean he's a good man.
Do not take off your pants if a guy writes you a song.
Just because he can play the G chord on a guitar does not mean he can hit the G spot.
Now that should be a song.
No.
Okay, well, that was just my rant because, I almost got ran off the road twice today by a guy in a pickup truck. So, anyway, should we dive right in?
Let's dive.
Our first show, Love Island, Australia, and we're almost done. I think we have like one more episode, two more
I'm not gonna
maybe.
lie, I'm over this season already. I'm ready for it to be done.
I think I've noticed this about myself, even watching like Dancing with the Stars and now Love Island. I just don't care about the finale. I like in the middle. I like the drama. I like the competition. But once it gets to the end, I'm kind of like, meh. And
Same.
there's not really any couples that I'm really wanting to win.
Same. And also they like stopped doing any sort of games or challenges or any sort of like spilling the tea kind of things. Like they were kind of good on that in the beginning, doing that consistently, and then they've completely fallen off of that.
Yes. Where was Truth Bike?
Literally, where was Truth Bike? The number one reason why I watch Love Island Australia, not even there.
That's my favorite challenge of any of the Love Islands, Love Island US, UK, Australia. Truth Bike is my favorite.
I
What are
know,
they
and
doing?
it would have been perfect to do like right after movie night with all of
Yes.
the tea like just fresh in the villa, still with Gabby there. Like could have been asking Gabby like, "Do you still have feelings for Jotham?" All of this kind
Hmm.
of stuff.
It would
Asking
even
Jotham
been
more about his feelings for Gabby. Also, Jotham just got off clean with everything. I'm kind of annoyed about all that. Like,
so clean. No, they could have asked all of that because then they could have, yeah, there could have been all that drama. You knew Mick would stir some shit up on that Truth
oh
Bike.
my, Mick would have gone. He would have
He
loved.
would have been asking the craziest questions.
Oh yeah.
I don't like Mick, but I know Truth Bike time. Getting too heated talking about Mick on this Truth Bike. I don't like Mick. When he's on my screen, I'm like, bleh. But the one episode where I would have been glued in on Mick and actually a fan of his would have been Truth Bike because he's the only one that is going to actually, him and Sharn would have been the only two actually asking good questions.
It would have been. It would have been the perfect season for it.
I'm so mad. It even been good in the beginning when we had Lacey still there.
Yes. Yo, where the heck was the truth? Like, I'm honestly pissed off because I knew we were missing something. I knew I was like, why is this season just like not living up to regular Love Island Australia?
And it
That's
was in the
it.
beginning.
It was in the beginning. And then it completely fell off. And I was like, maybe it's because social media, which I do think, as we said last week, is a huge, player and like why I think shows just don't have the hold on us that they used to.
Hmm.
But also because there's no freaking truth bike. Hi, that's
I
actually a
think
huge reason.
it would have probably been a 10 out of 10 season with Truth Bike. Without Truth Bike, 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
You got 3 whole points deducted because you didn't have Truth Bike.
Yeah, because honestly, yeah, Mick would have been crazy during that, and it would have been so good. What could have been?
What could have been, but never was. And like somebody could have been asking Yana more questions about Kai because I also feel like Kai got off so easy.
I
It
agree.
was like one back rub, and Yana was like, "Oh, that was so cute." Mm. I mean, they're better now, but I really don't think they're going to be good outside the villa, but we'll see.
I know he's my favorite guy in the villa, which is like crazy. I mean, who else is there? All the men suck. And I think he's the only guy there that's like genuinely like worked on himself, grown from the experience. All the rest of them, like, I think they've grown backwards.
Yeah. I'm annoyed
Like
with Ross. Like
Ross
I think I love
sucks.
Sharn, and that's why I want them to win, but because I like Sharn.
Mm.
But I think, could you let me speak before you do those barking
No,
noises?
because I'm like astonished that you're even that way. I mean, everybody has their opinions, even if they're wrong, they can say them.
Let me explain to you, okay? Well, okay,
Okay.
actually, I have a few things on Ross and Sharn from the recent stuff. I do think Ross, if this would have been a normal like US season, because Australia is clearly half of what the US is, because isn't it US almost 60 episodes? Like it's a full 2 months
Is it
out.
US or UK? That's the long one. I think UK.
Oh, UK,
The
you're right,
longest.
UK. UK is almost 60 episodes. We only got what, 28 episodes, almost 30 episodes for Australia. So if we would have had double amount of time, I truly don't think Ross and Sharn would have been together. I think it got close. They knew there'd be no more bombshells. Cody didn't pick Ross, and Josh didn't pick Sharn. And so, which she kind of, like said no to that. And I think both of them were like, well, those are our last bombshells. We're in it, and now we're going to try to win this thing. And so I think Ross has been putting on the charm since, even though he has been trying that hard. Second, my thing about Ross and Charm slash Mick. Mick is also added into this. Mick is sabotaging Sharn and Ross. I'm sorry, but you can be funny going into the hideaway. Mick putting him in a diaper, slicking back his hair. Who wants to sleep with that?
Dude, when I saw that, I literally nearly threw up.
I know you can be funny. Like Kai's was funny, but also I could see you on and be like, kind of a little bit. Ross, I don't care how attracted you are to your person. You see them in a diaper like that, going to a sexy little getaway, and his sandals, and his hair is greasy, slicked back like that.
Oh my God, it's horrible. I can't get it out of my head.
But Ross kept being like, I don't know, man. I don't know. And Mick was like, oh, no, dude. This is going to be hilarious. Everybody's going to be eating it up. Nobody was eating it up. I
No.
truly, but then right after the hideaway, Mick was shit talking Sharn again and being like, oh, I wouldn't want to be Ross because Sharn's going to be just telling him what to do, telling him to do this, telling him to do that. And could you imagine a life like that? He's sabotaging Ross and Sharn. He doesn't want them to be together.
No, I think Mick wants Sharn.
Oh, I think Mick wants Ross.
Well, Mick definitely wants Ross.
Yeah.
Him and Ross have like something weird. Also, Ross, stand up for yourself and say, "Hey, man, I don't want to go into the hideaway like this."
That's what I was thinking too.
Ross has Ross is my least favorite man there by far. That
Because he doesn't have a
man did a
backbone.
complete 180. Literally no backbone. The kind of
Mhm.
guy who's like, I'm a nice guy. Like he's the kind of guy who like thinks he's a great person. Just from what we've seen, obviously, with this is the vibe he gives me. He seems like he just thinks he's a great person. Is like, I'm just goofy. He just gets off on being like a goofy goober, but he actually is horrible and manipulative. The things he was saying to Gabby, the fact that he was
Oh
laughing
yeah.
at Gabby's emotions and like invalidating her completely, and then being like apologizing to her, but then going to Yana and being like, well, I didn't even want to, I don't even actually mean it. You
Yeah.
don't apologize to someone and then turn around and say, I didn't actually mean it. You don't apologize just to save face. You apologize if you actually mean it, you dumb little boy.
Yeah.
Bullet boy.
That made me
I
so
don't
mad
like you.
because he kept acting like she was crazy when she kept saying like, stop smiling while you're apologizing to me.
Yes.
And he was
Don't
like,
smirk when
I'm
you're
not trying
apologizing.
to, as he's like smiling. And like it just shows that this man can't just have he can't have hard
No,
conversations.
and then he's like, well, yeah, I don't know how to do it. Like, I just don't know how to handle things like this.
You're
Well, freaking
28.
learn. You're 28. Freaking learn. Work on yourself for once in your freaking life. Maybe work on yourself.
I'm
I
so sorry.
cannot.
I did not know you get so heated about Ross.
Dude, he makes me so mad. My mom and I went out to dinner the other day, and I started talking about Ross, and I like, it makes me like so heated because at
I'm
least
gonna
Mick is
insert
like,
clip right here of when we first started watching Love Island, and you were talking about how much you found Ross attractive,
I know
and
because he did
boom.
a 180 on me. It's because I like a goofy guy, but I don't like a goofy guy that like is just goes off of goofiness and like also has like nothing more to him besides being goofy. I cannot stand that, and then uses the fact that he's goofy as being like, well, I don't know how to handle people's emotions. It's like,
Yeah,
no, you can do both. You can be both. You don't have to
yeah,
be, you can be mean and goofy at the same time. That's a bad person.
agree.
Hate to
I
say
don't.
it.
I very true. People that are really mean but play it off as it was a joke, not good
Yes.
people.
Because like Mick does that, but I think Mick is also like he's an asshole. Mick's an
Oh, he
asshole.
knows
We
he's an
all know
asshole
it, and
too.
he knows it. And like, it was clear from the start that Mick's an asshole. He came in being an asshole, and he's remained an asshole this entire time. Ross, he does that thing where he pulls you in, thinking, okay, actually, Ross is like a humble, nice, just goofy guy, and then boom, flips on you, asshole. And guess what? Befriended the biggest asshole in the villa as well. So we should have known right then and there.
Mm,
But I still hadn't caught on to it until he started talking to Gabby crazy. And then I was like, yeah, he is always putting his 2 cents in on Gabby. And he's also saying mean stuff to her, making her feel crazy. And I don't care. She at least admitted that she didn't handle situations correctly. He's
hmm.
over here being like, well, I don't know how to handle my emotions. And then when Sharon was like, well, what about if I was crying? And then he was like, well, it depends on why you're crying.
Yes, it
Like,
shouldn't depend
no,
on why.
no, it should
You
not
should
depend
be
on
there.
that.
And
Yes.
it shouldn't depend on if Ross thinks it's an okay reason to cry.
Yeah. It's not up to you whether somebody's feelings are
Yeah.
validated or not.
And
It's not
Sharon
up to
should think
you
of
how
that.
somebody's feeling.
Yeah, Sharon should think about that as her future, but also if they did want to have kids, do you want your husband then invalidating your children and being like, well, you shouldn't be
Literally.
crying, rub some dirt on him? You
Yeah,
don't want
it's not
that.
up to you, Ross. You're
Yeah.
not the decider of people's emotions, crazy enough.
No.
You 28-year-old who just doesn't feel, who just likes to feel silly all the time, silly, goofy. Oh, when things aren't silly, goofy, it makes you, oh, clam up.
Okay, so maybe I take it back. Maybe I don't want Ross and Sharon to win. I do love Sharon, but yeah.
I like Sharon too, but I worry about her because I'm just like, I think she
Hmm.
can obviously do so much better than Ross.
Yeah, she can.
And I do think, like, obviously, we're only seeing a little bit of their day, but I feel like she's become kind of different ever since they had their argument after movie night. I think she's kind of like
Back
cowered
down.
down, yeah, back down to him a little bit.
I hated his movie night stuff. I
Yeah.
thought it was a way for him to back out of their relationship.
And I think everything, ever since he's shown like his dominant side to her,
Hmm.
she's become more submissive to him. And I feel like it's like you can still be like 50-50 both. Like you can still be, dominant in different situations on like different arguments and stuff. But I feel like she's quick to back down to him in any disagree. Like even the night of like the whole Gabby thing when she was like, well, what would you do if I was crying? And then he's like, well, it depends on why you're crying. I'm not good in those situations. She was like, yeah, me either.
Hmm.
It's like, I don't know. I don't think it's such an easy thing to back off of. I think it is something to be like, well,
Yeah.
why are you being
That
so
should have
mean to
been,
Gabby? And also maybe don't invalidate anybody's feelings.
yeah, for sure. And that
And
should
then
have been
she
also
goes to Gabby. Oh, sorry.
oh, sorry. And that should have also been a conversation of, well, future, you can't be picking and choosing what is okay and not okay for me to cry over. You should just be there as my partner.
Yes. And then she's going to Gabby saying, like, none of us girls feel this way. Like, we don't think you're crazy, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, then you should also be telling Ross, hey, you're the one making Gabby feel crazy. You're the one making Gabby have this emotional breakdown. And I don't agree with it. None of the girls agree with it. Maybe stop making her, like, maybe comfort her. Like, like, I don't like how Charm was so quick to back down in front of Ross. But then when talking to Gabby with the girls, she was like, we don't feel this way.
Yeah. No,
I
I
was
totally
like,
agree.
I don't feel like you're Sharn anymore.
No, I agree with that. Yeah, her first like clip that when she first came in is a very different energy than what she is now.
Yeah. I
I see
hope
that.
personally, I mean, I don't know if this is bad, but I hope that they're no longer together for her.
I know. I see her with
I think she can
somebody
do
that's
better.
like super successful, but totally in on her. They're just jet setting the world together. Both super independent people, but like really come together well.
I agree. Somebody who like totally lifts her up 100% and like
Mhm.
a power team together, I feel like they would be.
Yeah.
And I feel like her and Ross are not going to be a power team because I don't think that man, I mean, maybe someday, but I don't think the man currently right now, his 28-year-old self knows what he wants.
He only wants to flip into that pool
And DJ,
and DJ and
I
act
don't
like a
think,
penguin trying to get out of the pool with no hands.
which that was, you know, any man can do that. And it's going to be, a very successful
I
man could do that. It's going to be hot. Sharn, you can
wouldn't say
find that
hot is the
elsewhere.
word.
You can find that elsewhere, Sharn. Pool tricks, any man can do that.
Yeah, so as we're talking about Gabby, can we just talk about Gabby's exit? I mean, we can talk a lot about
Yeah.
Gabby. Gabby's exit. One, I loved her speech. I did feel a little bit bad for Josh, but it was also like, Josh, you didn't really try and you had just gotten here. So like
Mm-hmm.
we can't really be like, oh, she stole my experience. You weren't gonna have an experience. You were gonna get out 24 hours later anyway.
Yeah.
And they would have probably been voted out.
Yeah.
Maybe Mick and
Emma.
Emma, thank you, would have got voted out, but it would have probably been Gabby and Josh. I loved her speech. I love that she really owned up to everything and left everything on a good note, especially with how heated the past few days have been. The thing that I thought was absolutely crazy was her frolicking out of the villa, and Josh was struggling carrying the two bags, and she was like la 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 la, and
Yeah,
then cut to her being like, "I'm manifesting a TV show," and I was like, you know what? I actually want this TV show, Gabby.
I will watch that 100%.
Yeah, 100% I will watch this. But yeah, Josh is like struggling getting these two bags through the gravel. And she's like, la, 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 la. And she's
Yeah.
she's literally frolicking.
She is like the epitome of main character energy.
hmm
Definitely. That girl, like, definitely there's some times where I'm like, oh, Gabby, but
Yeah,
I love her.
but she has such a good heart.
Yes.
She does,
Yeah.
but she's so true. She does wear her emotions on her sleeve. The
Yes.
things that are hard to watch is when she really gets mad at the girls.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's granted, but not at all the times it's granted. When she kind of puts the girls in hard positions as well. All the boy stuff definitely was good. Okay, and also with her, she totally is okay to go off on Dylan. I think Dylan's always like, "What did I do? I was this good guy." Okay, Dylan, you before Cody came in, like the night before Cody came in, he was telling all the guys, "I don't really see anything with her." Confessionals, I don't really see anything with her. What was he doing though that night? Making out with her in bed.
Yes.
So I'm
And
sorry, Dylan, you did not rewrite your Love Island story. I still think you're dick.
yes, 100%. 100%. Did we not have this same discussion about Love Island games with Johnny? He did the
Yes,
same thing to
Adrena.
Andrina,
Is that her name?
right?
I think it's Adrena. Yeah, Adrena.
Andrina. Andrina.
There's too many Love Island names. I really need to start keeping
Yes.
like a list on my wall.
Yeah. He did the same thing, and we were like, Johnny, that's a horrible move. Yes, if you're not into the girl anymore and you're already voicing it out loud, do not then go into bed and then making out with that girl.
Because it makes sense why Gabby was like, well, I wasn't really sure where Dylan's head was at. And it
Yes.
makes her sound crazy because he's been telling everybody in the villa, oh, I'm not into her. But then if you're still doing physical stuff in bed, yeah, for a guy, for Dylan, it might not be anything where he's just like, oh, I'm just having fun. But for Gabby, she is putting her emotions into things. So you can't be
Yes.
doing that.
No, unless you voiced it out loud and said, like, I'm not into you emotionally, but you want to just hang out physically. But he didn't say that to her. So no. And then he goes
No.
on the date with Cody. He's like, yeah, there's not really anybody in the villa for me. Like, my whatever wishes have been answered. What?
He would have got with anybody. Love you, Cody, but he would have gotten with anybody.
I know.
And
Not a fan of Dylan.
also, if he really did say to Gabby that he came back on to rewrite his like edit of the story, right there, it tells me you're not a good guy if you're trying to show everybody you're a good guy now.
Yeah.
Because you were
And he
on it
has
most of the time
pulled.
last season. Like you were on it. And we did think you were good when you were first with Mimi. But
Yeah.
then your true colors started showing. Again with this season, your true colors started showing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, Dylan. Oh, Dylan. That's my thing with the whole with Gabby thing is like, yes, Gabby didn't handle situations perfectly, but nobody in the villa handled every single situation perfectly. But Gabby was just made out to feel crazy for like everything. And it's
hmm
like, it's because Jotham was voicing things to the boys that he was not voicing to Gabby. And then Dylan was voicing things to the boys that he was not voicing to Gabby. But both of them were
Yes.
like completely not being upfront with Gabby, and Gabby was getting the short end of the stick, and then Gabby was making out to feel like she was crazy, and it's like, no, it's because the boys weren't
Yeah,
communicating
it's because
correctly.
Jotham and Dylan were cowards, I will say, especially Jotham,
Yes,
because
Jotham
they
for
can't
sure.
handle Gabby. They're like, I'm scared of her. And then, yeah, so they go running off to the boys. But what are then the other boys, Mick, Kai, and Ross? They're shit stirs. So now they're saying things out loud where Gabby's now like, I wasn't told any of this, or you guys are making jokes from what Jotham and Dylan are saying.
Yeah,
And I'm just like, these men, none of these men know how to handle themselves and just like
no,
treat people respectfully.
the men this season were very like I feel like the men this season were more like drama involved and like yeah shit stirrers, and like the men this season were conniving, honestly, like
Very conniving, but them
every
being like,
single
whoa,
chance
whoa,
they
whoa,
had. Yes,
you're
like
crazy. They're like,
yeah,
didn't you just shit talk everybody going around and like mix over here just,
like they were planting seeds everywhere. All of them were.
hmm
Like I think that's my thing is like Kai was really the only guy to stay in his couples drama, and that's it. Like, and he did comfort Gabby.
I will not hear good things about Kai.
That's my thing though. He wasn't involved in other people's drama, whereas Mick, Ross were involved in everybody else's drama, and that's when I was like, that is annoying to me. Like, do not be putting your 2 cents in on everything.
Yeah. With Yana and Kai, it's funny because I do wish it was live and so her friends were watching because
Yeah,
you know if it was during live like how the UK and US is and her friends were watching every day, you know they would be sitting at the couch being like, Yana, no,
I
not
know.
Kai. Because we all have that friend that keeps going back to that ex. We were just like,
I know.
why? I
I
know
haven't
that's
looked
women.
at if anybody who's like still together or
Well, I don't
not.
want to, because we're a week behind, so I didn't want to see who actually won yet. But next week we
I
can
don't
go
think.
through.
Do we know?
Well, Australia knows, don't they?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it's announced.
Oh,
I
I
don't know.
don't know either. Next week we can talk about the winner and we can talk about where all the couples are now.
Yeah, because I if they're still together, I will be happy for them because I do think he's
Yeah. Okay,
really
I
realized.
maybe. I really like Yana.
I
And
really
so I
like Yana
want
too.
Kai, if you break her heart again, I don't know you. I've also never been to Australia, but I will find you because she's a pure soul.
She is. I want, yeah, have her on Gabby's show.
Agree.
They're so
Yeah,
cute.
have like a Love Island Australia beyond the villa, but just the girls. We don't need any of the guys.
Please, none of the boys. I don't want to see them ever again. Like, I don't even want any of these boys on next seasons.
Mm-mm.
I don't
Honestly,
like them.
Gabby and her family sounds interesting though. How she was like, "Yeah, I have a lot of siblings, but none of them live in the U.S."
Yeah, I
Follow
know.
all of her siblings if they're all like her.
I agree.
That's all for my Love Island Australia for right now. We'll know the finale next week. Any other thoughts from you?
No. Besides, Jotham annoys me a lot. I think
Yeah, let me look at my notes really fast, make sure I'm not missing anything.
I want
Oh, yes. Okay, actually, speaking of Jotham, my one of my top things when he was telling, I'm sorry, what's her name again?
Jade.
Jade. I mixed Jade and Emma up. When he was telling Jade that he wants to be girlfriend, boyfriend, or exclusive or whatever, his speech started off with how he said, I thought I was closed off when I first met you. Don't start off a speech that way.
Also,
Don't,
you didn't. Also,
no,
you didn't.
no.
Hi, the confessionals all say otherwise.
And I'm sorry, but I don't want to be hearing this speech being like, well, he basically cheated when we first started.
Yes.
And then Gabby's just sitting right there being like, well, yeah.
That's what bugs me about him is like he all of his confessionals leading up to that were like a lot of like he clearly was not as into Gabby as Gabby was into him. Gabby, I think, really was falling for him. And he the
Oh,
whole
for
time I
sure.
think was finding reasons to not like Gabby. Like every confessional was like, yeah, Gabby's kind of like too much in this thing and like too much here and too much there and like blah blah blah. I'm scared of her. And then I genuinely think as well, any girl that would have come into Hotel and More, he would have clicked with because I think
Hmm.
he was just looking for any way to get out of his couple with Gabby without just breaking up with Gabby because he is a coward
Yeah,
and
he
needed
can't
the
do
easy
it.
way out. Yeah.
He wanted to break up with Lacey too. And then he just got with Gabby instead.
Yes, he's
He
just a
can't
coward.
actually talk to somebody.
No, he doesn't know how to freaking communicate at all, but he actually he's a great communicator, but he's not. And then
Hmm.
afterwards, he couldn't even have an actual conversation with Gabby to be like, yeah, I was actually starting to question things, or like, yeah, I was actually like seeing where we wouldn't have worked out on the outside. He never actually said anything like that to her, really, either.
No.
But he was questioning it before he even met Jade. The confessionals are proving it. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. If you thought you were closed off before meeting Jade, then you think that you would have like felt worse or like had more repercussions coming into the villa and maybe wouldn't have made Gabby feel so crazy with her emotions then. But you were also in on being like, I don't know why Gabby's reacting so crazy. Like we weren't even closed off. Okay, well, your speech says otherwise. That man, I don't like him.
Yeah. Love Island in general makes me just realize, how all of time people have always been like, women are emotional, women are crazy. And after watching all the seasons of Love Island, I'm like, actually, no. They actually know how to process their emotions. It's just they're dealing with these men that don't know how to process their emotions and can't communicate.
Literally, like,
And
that's
so
all
somebody makes
reality
emotions.
TV. Reality TV teaches you that in general.
Yeah.
That it really is the man's fault that the woman's crazy. Hey, actually, we're crazy because of you.
I mean, it's true. All of the women of this season communicated really well about their boundaries and their feelings. Never
Yes.
once was I like about a woman being like, I feel like you need to tell the guy a little bit more about what you're feeling.
No.
Or, they would never saying something to their friends and then not communicating it with their partner. They were never like Sharn was never saying, "Oh, I need him being more assertive," and was never saying that not to Ross.
No,
She
and if it
immediately
is,
went over
it's
to
like
Ross.
bouncing off your friend and then like a few hours later going to the guy or
Yes.
something like that. This is like multiple days of guys just confiding in guys and never going to the girl. Or
No.
as we said, guys going to the guys and then making out with the girl that night after
Yes.
just being like, I don't know if I'm into her. Make it make sense.
I can't. So we're just really shit talking men on this podcast, but you know what? I mean, on this episode, but also you still have to create your men that we don't like because Ross and Jotham would be at the top
Oh yeah, sorry about that. Ross is at the top for sure.
for sure. Next show? Are you ready for next show? Or unless do you have any more things? Vanderpump. As Ken and I say, Vanderpump my ass.
Vanderpump my ass.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I love Vanderpump so far. I watched both episodes that came out.
Same.
Okay, I see last week you had said there is one girl that the public is thinking is very much like Sheena, and because she has like a singing career. So it's Natalie.
Yes.
But I think she gives off more Stassi energy.
Yeah, I think Stassi mixed with Sandoval. And
Yeah,
I
because
say
she's
Sandoval because of her kind of like anal tendencies behind the bar more. And the fact
yeah,
that she thinks that she's the best bartender, she gives me Tom working vibes, but
even
then she
very
gives me
much
Stassi social vibes.
yes, Stassi social, even a lot of early Ariana vibes for bartending wise.
Yeah,
I like Natalie.
I do too. I think she's a blast.
She's a shit stirrer. She is very into herself, but I like her.
I do
She's fun
too.
to watch. Who else? I also love Venus.
I love
Yeah.
Venus. I love Venus and Natalie are my top two. Like
Yes, me
my
too.
favorites, favorites, favorites.
Yeah, Venus is awesome. I also love that he's like a part of the guy group and a part of the girl group, like very in
Hmm.
on all sides.
Hmm.
Probably gonna get like all of the tea all season. So I'm
Yes.
here for it. Also, all of his looks so far, I'm loving.
Yes. Also,
Um,
hair. What's the
what?
hair care routine?
Yeah, drop that
It's
hair
so
care routine.
shiny. So shiny.
Very true. Okay, so I thought, what's her name? The blonde, the girl that wants me in horror movies.
I don't really know everybody's
I
names.
don't. I'm gonna pull all their names up too because that's too new for me to remember everybody's names. Audrey, the blonde who's like screamed, being like, "I want to be in horror films," all that.
Mhm.
The first episode, she was giving me Sheena vibes, very pick me. The second episode, I don't have those same thoughts as much. I do kind of like her too,
I like her a lot.
and I like
She's one
her
of my
and
favorites as
Venus.
well.
Yeah, and I like her and Venus's friendship. I
Yeah,
think I
she
would
was
just
never giving me Sheena vibes. That's quite interesting.
just the first episode. I think I just had I maybe I didn't like her intro package that they
Yeah.
started off with.
Yeah.
But now I'm really liking her. The people I don't like, Shane.
Shane, he was my number one too. I cannot stand Shane. I mean, I don't think
I
anybody
like
could.
anything that walks. That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Disgusting. Disgusting. I mean, he's literally giving a mix between Jax and Tom Schwartz, which is
Also,
not a good duo.
that man doesn't respect women. I take
I'm
it back.
pretty
I don't
sure
think
he
Shane said
did.
anything that walks. I just think he said his type is women.
Yeah, he said, "You my type? Women." Something
And you're
like
like,
that.
okay, that doesn't mean you respect women because you're not
That
actually.
means that you don't like care about them at all.
No, you just want to.
You just see them as a whole, just like nah, both, like as a whole, as women are just,
Yeah.
or as a whole as something you
And
insert
it's like he
something
needs it
into.
for validation for himself, not that he actually respects the person that he's sleeping with.
100%. I cannot
Anyway,
stand him. And then when he said that weird line to Natalie, where he's like, "Has anybody ever told you that I have the most beautiful eyes?" I was like, "What?"
I was like, how many times have you told women this? He has like a playbook
Yeah,
that you
he's
can tell he's just saying
disgusting.
the same thing to every single woman.
He's also
Um,
like just not it. Like
no.
he's just like,
And he's doing this sober. It's one thing if you're drunk, not saying that's any better, but like inebriated, yeah, you're gonna get a little
you're gonna say
more,
stupid
you're gonna
shit.
get stupid shit, and you're usually in more of a promiscuous mood.
Yeah.
He's doing this dead sober.
It's so weird. And then like I get it, like the playing the games thing or whatever, but him bringing the girl to Natalie's bar after he just said like, "Oh, I'm not gonna bring any girls to your bar," which I know he was trying to like stir her up and then being like, "Well, I couldn't tell if you were into me," ugh.
It's his
But it's
playbook.
just like, I don't know, it's just so nasty.
I just, ugh. Yeah, he grosses me out. I also, so far, I don't know how I feel about Dina,
The girl that's been there for a long time, the
Demi.
manager,
Sorry,
Demi, yeah, Demi, the girl
she.
that's the manager, right?
I had seen her in Vanderpump. She was on
Yes.
Vander. I was like, you look so familiar. Maybe I'll like her more. I just think right now she's your average manager and you're under her and you're just like, well, I don't like the manager. I'm not supposed to like the
Yeah.
manager.
So far, I'm also not liking her at all.
Yeah.
I just find her really judgmental,
Kind of boring.
boring,
Yeah.
really like stick up
The butt.
ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe
And
that
it's
will
gonna be
change.
interesting because she was saying that her, Natalie, and now I'm forgetting all their names again. The girl that's with Michael,
Kim.
Kim, those three were a trio, and I was like, I actually would have loved to see them as a trio on screen.
Yeah.
But now they're all fighting, and so I just don't really know. I
Yeah.
don't know. It would
Hopefully
have
they
been
all
cool
come
to
back
see a
together.
fun girls group
Mm-hmm.
because it doesn't really feel like the guys kind of have their group. It doesn't really feel like any of the girls are really good friends, and I kind of
Yeah.
wish they were a little bit more. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I agree. I think it's kind of gonna give like Kristen, Katie, Stassi, but I need them to get back together to give that, obviously.
Sure, there's probably ebbs and flows, just like the three of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
Kim and Michael. Kim, drop that man.
It's bad. Is it Michael or is it Marco?
Oh, is it Marco? Oh my gosh. I promise next
Marcus.
episode, Marcus. We're both in the middle. Actually, I was not even close. Mine just started with an M. Marcus, yeah. Kim, drop Marcus. Like,
Dude, he's so fun to watch, I will say. Like
yes.
I think he's gonna
So
be great
entertaining.
on the show, but like as a person, like especially for Kim, no, they're not a good couple for sure.
Not a good couple. Him just leaving their fight and just being like, I had to just leave. And then he didn't talk to her.
It's crazy.
Is wild. I mean, I do feel for him with like losing parents. You really do go through a whole emotional change as a person. I just think that maybe needs to be communicated to Kim more. And maybe we're not seeing those conversations. Maybe that's more off screen.
Yeah.
But if it's not communicated to Kim, I mean, it's hard to be in a relationship after you lose a parent.
Yeah.
So I can see how they start feeling separated.
Hmm.
So I hope Kim's giving him grace, but I also think he needs to communicate those
And especially
emotions.
because they were dating pre him losing his
Yeah.
parents or his mother, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
I
think just
can't,
pre him
yeah.
losing his mother, not his dad.
Yeah. So I can't imagine because, yeah, we both started dating after our
I
father
was in a
passed away.
relationship when dad
Yeah.
died and I broke up with that person, but that was going to happen no matter what. But it accelerated
Yes.
that breakup. And so that's where I was like,
Yeah.
when I'm watching it, I'm like, okay, that makes a little sense because I too became very separated
Yeah. And
after
then
losing
we
a
started
parent
dating our current people
after.
after
But
our dad passed away, years
years
after.
after we've done like a lot. You
But
do need to do,
even now, so still though, it's so hard to
oh,
date in general after like losing a parent,
for sure. And I
you
do
know?
think either Kim and him need to really come together in this time. That's not a time where you can be fighting. You
Yeah.
know, I think they need to separate, and I do think he needs to heal without having a woman by his side.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It sounds like it's gonna be something that's like touched on a lot more
Yeah.
throughout the season, which will be interesting to see. Oh, those two are they? No, they're cousins.
Oh yeah, the Italians
Yeah, the Italians.
with the eyebrows.
Chris and Jason. Jason, we don't really know. Has he really
No,
been there
barely.
around?
He's just
Barely.
in there with Chris.
Yeah.
To me, right now, he's kind of feeling like a Schwartz. You know, like Schwartz wasn't in season one, but always
Yeah.
was kind of tagging along.
Mhm.
That's what it kind of feels like. Chris, episode one, I was like, I don't know. But I think immediately when he started stripping on Audrey, I was like, okay, this guy has personality.
Yes. Yeah, okay, that's what it was. Because I remember, yeah, episode one, I was like, he's giving me kind of red flag
Mm-hmm.
vibes, just a little bit like,
Like very I'm a good guy.
yeah, a little pick
You know.
me, like
Yeah.
pick me boy, a little bit, kind of like Sandoval-esque in
Mm-hmm.
season one.
Like
Sandoval was
trying to have a
very,
very good image.
yeah, Sandoval season one, Vanderpump was very much pick me boy, like,
Mm-hmm.
you
Him
know,
shaving his forehead in the mirror.
yeah, and like trying to be like the best boyfriend, like
Mm-hmm.
while he's like actively cheating on Kristen, like during that, and, like whatever. But you know, but yeah, season or episode two, I was like, okay, yeah, I
I
think I
know.
like this man.
Me too. It very rarely do I feel like we have shows where I actually like the characters a lot more as we go on the season. Granted, we only had 2 episodes,
Mhm.
but I do like that episode 1, I was very weary about most of the cast. Episode 2, I was like, okay, I love that we're seeing their backstories. I love that we're seeing more
Yes,
emotion. They're letting their personalities fly. It's not solely about the drama.
I agree. I think they're like touching on their lives a lot more than I thought they would,
Yeah.
which I like. I think like I was scared with it just being such like a high profile show, you know, highly talked about, that they were going to be very censored with their newer cast, but I like how they're like pretty honest and like diving deep into things and like fairly unfiltered and just being like pretty raw with everything.
Yeah, me too. I'm loving it.
I'm loving it too. I also love that they're actually talking about the business a lot more and like actually being open and honest about how like they're struggling after COVID and
Hmm.
all of that kind of stuff. Like I like that aspect of it as well. And I love that they're actually showing them like working and you know, like the environment behind the bar and all that kind of stuff.
I totally agree. And I'm hoping, I was thinking about this because I'm rewatching Summer House. I'm hoping next season of Summer House, like not this one's currently coming out, but the next season, because I think they'll probably keep going with it, but now with this new cast, because they added 6 new cast members in. So I assume those 6 new people will now be like the new Summer House cast that they're going to go with. And they'll probably get appearances from some main ones as we go. Now, because we have 2 new casts, I'm hoping we have those crossover episodes again, where this,
Yes.
like, the Vanderpump people go to the Hamptons for a weekend, or the Hamptons people go to Sir for the weekend.
Oh my God, I would love that.
But it's like the whole new cast. Now that we have 2 Bravo shows with new
Yes.
casts,
I would
I need
love
it.
that.
Me too.
I'm also
Um,
rewatching Summer House,
wow, love.
prepping for the new season.
We'll talk about that one in a second. The new trailer that dropped. Um, yeah, my last thing is I agree. I don't know why they're getting so much hate. All I'm seeing about that, if anything pops up, is hate.
I
And
know.
everybody's like, ugh, boring. And I'm like, if you guys get this show canceled,
I know.
I'm gonna go crazy.
I know because it's like one that I'm really looking forward to like right now. Like I'm like counting down to watch this
Same.
show. I'm pumped and I'm like it's a show that you can see like I can already see how the characters are they're real people, they're not characters, but
Yeah.
like I can already see how they're gonna build in the show. Like I'm like this season I can see seasons and seasons beyond.
There's so much potential.
There's it yes. There's so much potential.
Yes.
I'm like I'm freaking pumped. So do not let this show get canceled. Lisa,
Don't want to get canceled, please.
Lisa, keep it going for us. We
It's
need
so good.
it.
I know. I don't know where all the hate's coming from because, like we said last episode, not every episode of Old Vanderpump was amazing.
No,
Yeah,
there
it
was
was really
definitely
good.
like seasons where I was like, eh.
Yeah, there were seasons that were not good, and there were episodes that were not good. But as a whole, it was so amazing. And I think people just have so much nostalgia for it. And of course, nothing will
Mhm.
ever, no reality show will ever match Old Vanderpump. And we just have to come to terms with that.
And even episode one of Vanderpump, because I've tried introducing that show to my friends. Even episode one of that show does not like pull you in right away. Like I've had to
No.
be like, no, you got to keep watching with that one. And I like I'm obviously pulled in because of the nostalgia of it. But like
Hmm.
this, I'm like all like I feel like it was a good first episode and good second episode as well. Like I feel like
No, it was great.
I don't know
No,
how people are hating
I
on it. I just
too.
don't get it.
I've watched 3 episodes with one of my friends, and she's still like, meh, on first Vanderpump. It takes a bit to get
It
into.
does. You have to like
Even with
get to
us,
know
I
the
think
people. Like,
I watched it first, or I started watching it first, and then you started
yeah,
watching it, and I said, get through the first season because you're gonna get annoyed at these people. Like they're big personalities.
which is the whole point of reality, though. Like, you go
Yeah,
into reality knowing that you're watching people who are gonna annoy you. Like, you put a camera on anybody, and you capture their like most annoying moments. Basically, what reality is like
For sure. And
to
it's
an
watching
extent.
people grow.
Mm-hmm.
Stassi season one is nowhere near Stassi now. Katie season
Exactly.
one, nowhere near.
Exactly.
Look at Katie now. She's thriving.
Schwartz. Oh wait, he's the same.
He's the exact same.
Sandoval,
Probably worse, actually.
worse but funny. He's a silly
Mm.
boy.
But
Max. Oof.
anyway, so I just don't understand the hate on that show.
I don't get it either. I just think it's a good one, and I'm
Yeah.
pumped for it.
I need to have, as we said, people need to stop hating on these reality shows because we're going to get them all canceled.
And I also had like the lowest of hopes for it.
Yeah, me
Like I
too.
was not looking forward to it all. I didn't. I was questioning either even watching it. Like I would. I was like, I don't even know if I want to watch it until I saw all the hate for it, and then I was like, how bad can it really be? So I watched it, and then I was like, you guys are freaking crazy. This show's awesome.
So good.
So
Freaking
good.
crazy. Should we go to the next show because we have 8 minutes until my timer goes off and we still have two more shows to talk about.
Lauren's got to
Okay.
get
I mean,
get on her schedule.
so sorry. Well, we can't have like 2 hours long. It takes me forever to edit. Okay. Southern Charm. We don't talk about this one that much. It was fine. It's this season's fine to me. I love Molly. Molly can
Okay.
do no wrong in my eyes. She's great. Craig, little baby, with all the Austin stuff.
Little baby, but also I kind of am like, I get it. Austin is weirdly obsessed with that man.
Oh no, I get that. There are certain things. Also, Austin, the way he reacted and the way he's talking about his relationship, allegedly, I think he cheated because
Allegedly,
he's
he definitely cheated.
he's overcompensating like crazy. And he's like,
Dude,
me and Audrey, we have an amazing relationship and the trust is great. And I called her and she had no questions. Our trust is amazing.
the minute a man, this is a little just a little men 101 that I learned from Vanderpump Rules, really. The minute a man starts using big words to prove himself or in an argument, he did exactly what you're accusing him of. Austin started using the word conjecture in proving himself that he didn't cheat. That man freaking cheated. No
Oh my
man
God.
uses that word in a regular sentence unless he cheated. That's how you know your man did not did exactly what you think he did. If he uses a bigger word that he uses on a regular day, he did something wrong. Tom Schwartz was the leader of it all. Jack
Very
started
true.
doing it, Sandoval started doing it, and now we have Austin doing it. It's like that men. They're simple creatures.
Very true. No, I will say Craig and Austin were babies in that whole situation. Where I was saying Craig was a baby was, oh, yes, did I think Austin was making little jabs for no reason a lot of the time? Yes. Craig then to be like, well, Shep heard this random thing that he said not to say anything, and he airs it out at his entire birthday party where Whitner, is that how you say his name? It was his birthday?
Yeah, I don't
I
remember.
think that's how you say his name. I don't want to. It's like Whitney, but it's like Whitner, right? I
I
think
don't
so.
remember.
It's his birthday, so I feel bad because he's over here like, I wanted a good birthday. And now we have these two men just screaming at each other. And it's true, when Craig does get drunk, he gets crazy.
Yeah.
And I think I noticed this as I was watching this episode. I was like, oh wow, I think we all gave Craig a lot of grace because he was with Paige.
Yeah.
And it's all coming back now. Because like if you watch Southern Charm, Summer House, and Winter House, all the shows he's been on, he does have a pattern where he has crazy outbursts when he's drinking,
Yeah.
especially if you watch Winter House. Watch Winter House if you haven't really seen Crazy Craig. Crazy Craig comes out in Winter House. But I do agree, both of them are crazy.
Yeah. I just think, I mean, yeah, Craig is nuts and Craig overreacts, definitely has crazy outbursts, definitely should maybe lay off the alcohol, especially since he said he was going to lay off the alcohol. That's what makes it weird. It's just like you
Yeah.
can't last season be like, oh, I have a drinking problem, and then this season be like, let's take some shots, and then like kind of get upset with whoever is bringing it up. It's like
Hmm.
you're the one that brought it up on TV, so you can't. It's a little confusing right there, whatever. But Austin is like so obsessed with Craig. It's weird. It's like he is like constant, like the entire party constantly looking at Craig, constantly putting in little jabs, talking under his breath to anybody he's talking to in a private conversation. He's talking about Craig. It seems like it's just like maybe lay off the man a little bit. Like he knows
Hmm.
what he's doing. He knows he's riling him up a little bit. Like, and I just gotta say, I don't know if this is inappropriate. I think those two just gotta get it on already.
No, 100% agree. They're always because
They
also
definitely
when
have some sexual tension.
and like Madison said, they're always trying to break up each other's relationships. Well, Madison said Craig and Shep are always trying to break up Austin's relationships. But let's rewind the tapes to last season with Austin and Shep shit talking Paige constantly
The
and
three
saying
of them
the
want to
three of them
fuck.
do not want any of them to be happy.
No, the three of them only want to fuck each other or want to fuck other girls single around each other. Like
Yes.
they don't want to be tied. They don't want the other ones tied down because they love their single days together. It's just like Schwartz, Sandoval, and Jax. Like they're just another version of them
God,
where they all
it's a
secretly want to fuck
blueprint.
each other, but since they can't feel like they could fuck each other, and they probably all should, but healthier for them really,
Yeah.
because they can't or feel like they can't. They're like, oh, let's be all single and f girls in the same house in the closest vicinity possible that we can, but like without actually fucking each other. But really, guys, just get it on. Austin
Yeah,
and
just get
Craig,
it
you'd be
on.
way happier if you just hooked up.
True. I totally agree. I just like everybody watching at that party being like, what is going on? And they're just yelling at each other while one's dressed up as like a motorcycle guy and the or Hook. He's dressed up as Hook, and the other one's dressed up as Harry Potter.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Who would you well, that would be my picky Dicky. Okay.
Yeah.
What was I also gonna say? Oh yeah, the best part of this episode, Austin's new kittens. They were
Yeah, they were
adorable.
so cute.
It was so cute.
That was so cute.
My last note of this episode was Molly and Sally. Sally, man, I just can't get behind her this season.
I can't
Every
either.
episode, she's always like Molly by saying she really does. Molly saying that, dude, I had the biggest brain fart. Sally. I want to name her Shelly for some reason when I was saying it. Molly saying that Sally gets validation only from men is spot on.
It is.
So,
I do think she might have gotten the ick from Craig though.
yeah,
Her
from
energy
that,
seemed yeah, her energy seemed way off with Craig towards the end of the episode.
yeah. Well, I
So I
think if you
hope
see any man fighting, in your head's probably being like, okay, well,
that could be
this is
me.
probably how we would fight down the
Hmm.
line. And also, I don't want to be at a party where now I have to be worried about my boyfriend reacting like that.
Yeah.
So I can see how you would immediately get the ick.
Yeah. I think she got I hope she got the ick. Cross our fingers.
But anyway, that's this season. I love party planning for everybody. I love that she did all of Whitmer's stuff and
Whitmer. That sounds
Whitmer. That
correct.
seems more right than Whitner. Whitmer, and he was so appreciative, and he was calling her out
I know.
constantly. No,
I know that you said that her and Carl
no,
might have something going on, but I'm kind of like I like Benita and this man.
I was thinking the same thing. I really
They
like
were
them together.
cute.
And I like that he really was like, no, we need to put this whole thing on because Sally did not do that when
No.
Vanita and Rodrigo put it all together.
Yes.
She just was like, "Eh." But
I
Whitmer,
think he seems like he's got his shit together. He seems like a very nice guy.
yeah,
I
he's
like that.
very other. He had his whole like morning thing where it's like in the morning I do this, and that was a little bit like remember in Summer House that one season when Jordan was like, I wake up, I do 40 push-ups, then I do a face mask. It was a
Yes,
little bit like that, but not as icky.
that's what I think. I think Jordan's wasn't real. I think
Oh no.
Jordan's was a lie completely. As we know, Jordan lies.
Hmm.
I think Whitmer's was correct. And I think his was like, I mean, I think if you live alone, it's like, why not create a morning routine? Like, if that's what's
For
going to make you
sure.
happy in the morning, why not? I don't know if he'd necessarily continue doing that if he had a partner,
Yeah,
you
I
know?
totally agree. Yeah, I think those two
I
and the
know.
fact that she's already friends with his mom.
I know.
You're
I was
already
like,
in, girl.
I am really, really rooting for you two. And honestly, what a beautiful, beautiful couple, first of all. And like, I bet they put on like the most beautiful engagement party.
Oh,
Like, it would
it'd be
be
stunning.
stunning.
I can't even imagine how beautiful Vanita's wedding will be.
Oh my gosh, it will be insane.
Her eye for planning, her eye for outfits, her eye for like an event, a certain event with a certain aesthetic.
Yeah,
Stunning.
she knows what she's doing.
We would like to have an invite. We don't know you,
That's what
but
I was gonna say. I was gonna say, can't wait to see you there.
I know it's going to be stunning. Okay, that's all my notes for Southern Charm.
Same.
Now on to
Secret Lives.
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. So I didn't fully finish. I'm on like episode 8 and I haven't watched the reunion yet, but I've watched a lot of it. But you were in season 2 last week. You watched
And
all of
I'm
season 3.
done.
Oh my God.
I finished it.
That's crazy, but I love it. Okay, give me all your thoughts. Not on the reunion because I haven't watched that yet. We'll do that next week.
Well, what the heck? It's like I scrambled to finish because we were like, oh, we're going to talk about all of it next week. And then this girl over here doesn't even friggin' finish.
Yep. So what are your thoughts other than the
Well,
reunion?
I have a lot more thoughts on the reunion is the thing. So it's like
Okay.
I'm trying to like rewind my mind and like kind of like blank out the reunion, but it's awfully difficult.
Okay, my first few thoughts of the
Because
season
where
so
are
far.
you?
End of Stagecoach.
So like literally like the most important stuff honestly has happened after.
Oh, okay. Well, you can talk about it. Or should we just save it for next week?
Well, okay, we can talk about some stuff, but
Okay.
just you talk about whatever and I'll just add in whenever I can.
Don't love that Taylor and Dakota got back together. You know, I get it. You're in Stagecoach together. We all know they love each other, but I don't want them to end up together. Love Taylor though. The Whitney Jesse Demi situation honestly really confuses me. I feel like I need a whole timeline of the whole situation. I
Whitney
don't
Jesse to me.
with Marciano. I'm kind of over all of that, but
When is Whitney in that?
when she like reposts something that remember like they were kind of adding her
Oh,
back in, and then Whitney reposted something, and then all of them at Stagecoach were like, "I'm not talking to you anymore." And then Taylor tries to tell her
yes.
why,
Oh
and then
yeah, okay,
Whitney's like,
that's
"I
my
don't
question
understand."
as a whole. I'm confused because okay, they voted Whitney back in at the end of season 2. Can they not just vote her back out?
Dude, I don't get it. Okay, I was watching this today, trying to finish it all at my boyfriend's house, and one of the women, like after a bit, just goes something like, "Ugh, I'm just gonna leave mom talk," or something like that. And my boyfriend goes, "How many times are we gonna hear that?" Because he was like watching it as I was. Oh, he was like doing stuff around the house, but then watching it, and I was like, "You are so right." The amount of times they're like, "Ugh, I'm leaving mom talk. Ugh, I'm coming in. Ugh, I don't want to hear to be a part of mom talk." It is so confusing. I need an entire timeline broken down.
I agree, but I'm literally so confused because during the whole stagecoach thing, Taylor's like, "Oh, well, like, all the girls are like fighting with Whitney right now. I don't want to talk to her, but like she's our coworker, so like we have to be around her." I'm like, "But do you because didn't you vote her back in and doesn't that also give you the option to vote her back out?" Like I'm so confused. Like,
It
are
must
you
be
guys not the
something.
controllers of Mom Talk?
It must be something with their contracts, because you know how they were saying, well, Stagecoach, it's a brand partnership, so they have to be there. So I can't tell. And they with the Dancing with the Stars, they were saying our manager. So maybe they all have the kind of the same manager for Secret Lives, but then they all also have their own personal managers. So it must be like more legally for some things.
I
But I don't
guess
really
I'm
know.
just confused. And then it's like she wasn't even in the first half of the show. She's not even in the intro.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, I'm confused. Like, is she even in the same contract as you guys? And then like, is the contract literally like you have to film at this house? Because she literally just came over to film with Connor.
Yeah, it was super awkward.
Like, I don't think I understand that side of the world.
I don't understand it either. I don't understand how you're like, peace, I'm just gonna go with my TikTok over here.
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna film in this house. Like, do you have to do you have to film in this house?
Like, how much is this brand deal?
Yeah.
Must be a lot.
I mean, I would assume so, but I'm just like so
I mean, yeah, that
none of
house
that
was
makes sense to
crazy.
me. And then how they kept being like, well, let's just, we're coworkers. But I'm like, I get your coworkers, yes, on the show because she decided to come back on the show. But isn't that technically up to the main group?
Dude,
Because this
honestly,
whole past
like you
two
had
seasons has
said,
been like,
no, I agree. Like you had said last week, as I was watching it today, I was like, you were so right last week of I don't know who's lying and who's telling the truth with any of them.
I genuinely like, don't understand that show.
No, but that's why I love it, because I'm just like, it's such a different world than I'll
Yeah.
ever live in, that it just, and there's nobody to believe. I'm just here for pure entertainment. I'm not here about I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. That's my whole take on this
Oh,
whole season. I don't know.
literally, my friend was trying to talk to me about it the other day because she also watches it and she was asking me opinions on certain people. And I was like, I literally don't really have like opinions on anything because I don't trust anything or anybody. Like my mind doesn't go like it kind of goes like compared to other reality TV shows I watch where I have like opinions on people and like how people I like, how people I don't like, and I kind of like have like a relationship with them,
Yeah.
This I like literally my mind goes kind of numb when I watch it
Oh,
because like I don't know how to like say it, but like no like how like other shows I'm like, oh, I want to be friends with this
oh,
person.
that's what I was just thinking. I want to be
Yeah.
friends with like all the Summer House cast, basically.
Yes. Like this,
And
there's no single person where I'm like, I want to be friends with you. Like I just like
no,
have a numbness where like I don't feel connected
to anybody.
to anybody in the show like I do with other shows.
I totally agree. My only other note, it's a little serious. So, but I love Michaela really opening up about all of her trauma, her abuse growing up. What I don't love is Jace weaponizing that
Mm-hmm.
and saying he'll like spin the words. He'll be like, I love that she's doing this. But if there's no intimacy, I don't really see us working out. And
I
he's
agree.
she's only been going to therapy for like what, a year or two?
Yeah.
Not even like it has been that much time. She's pregnant. I feel like couples will go through their lulls, especially if you're trying to deal with trauma and pregnancy. And for him to just would almost like do something for her. Like the whole hot tub scene really pissed me off because he got so angry when
Mm-hmm.
she didn't want to be intimate with him. I'm like, she's pregnant.
Yes.
And also it was, I don't know, there's just some weird things with them because there's something with one of the producers had asked him in a confessional being like, oh, do you guys role play? And he was like, oh, we did in the beginning of our relationship, but not much anymore. And I was like, she was like 16 or
16.
17.
Yeah.
Like that's gross.
Yeah.
Like
And
you
you
can't be
were
talking about what
21.
you guys did sexually in the beginning of the relationship. Like
Yeah.
your relationship, I know you guys say it's okay. I think there's a lot of, ooh, so I don't want to get into that too much. But I'm just saying, I don't like the way he talks about her and their intimacy. And it really started to piss me off.
I completely agree. It's coming across like nasty and
Yes.
yeah, like yeah, she was 16 when you guys got together. You were 21. You can't
Yeah.
be comparing. First of all, that's just that's
Yep.
questionable in general. And then she got pregnant when she was 16 as well. So like, yeah, you can't be comparing your now relationship with what, four kids. She's 25. You're how many years into a relationship? You're married. Like everything, yeah, relationships just change over time. Like
Mm-hmm. And
it's
like
not
four
up for
kids, it's like your
comparison.
your libido is going to change. It's,
Yeah, and she's literally pregnant. Like
yes.
you cannot be expecting things out of her like that. And also, yes, going through trauma, like trying to work through her own trauma. Also, like you said, relationships in general, no, take out all the other factors, just go through lulls.
Mm-hmm.
It's like get off her freaking back.
And then him just getting quiet and mad and like the next day being quiet really pissed me off because I feel like he was weaponizing then his like emotional state.
Yes.
Because I don't think she's weaponizing her emotions. I think she truly is trying to process them because she's had so much trauma at such a young age
Mm-hmm.
that she's like working out huge things, you know? So it's, what am I trying to say? I don't think she's being vindictive in her emotions. She's just trying to figure out what she's trying to feel. He's being vindictive, and I don't like
Mm-hmm.
that.
I
And
don't
I don't
either.
like, I hate that he's being vindictive because she's not intimate when she's like 5 months pregnant.
Yes. And I do think that like it makes sense in the confessional when she says that she kind of likes to have control over the situation when it involves like intimacy. So yeah, it does make sense that if she had it in her head like this is how it's gonna go tonight with the intimacy, like the hot tub thing, and it's not gonna happen. Like, okay, he needs to just be there for her and like, yeah, not get upset. And even if like even if she decides that night, like, okay, yeah, all day they've been planning, okay, tonight's the night. If she decides, hey, actually, tonight's not the night, not in the mood, that's okay
That's fine.
too.
You just let it
Like,
be.
yes, get off her freaking back. Like,
Yeah,
it's just gross. It's just
it's
gross to be
disgusting.
holding that over her head in like some weird way, especially with the fact that she's pregnant, especially with the fact that she is going through like trauma and trying to heal. Like, I don't
It's
know.
so
And then kind of
gross.
like not like forcing her to talk about it, but just kind of like using the fact that she's opening up with him about it as a way to like kind of have this like hold on. I don't know. It's kind of like Stockholm syndrome to
It's gross.
me.
And I feel like he is, what was I just, sorry, I lost what I was going to say. Well, no, I was going to say it's gross. And I don't like that he is getting so like mean about, not mean about his emotions, but, kind of gross about his emotions. Because then there's a reason why she's saying, I don't feel like I can fully open up to 100% of my trauma yet.
Hmm.
That is hard. Like, I'm not saying that it's solely his fault. Like that's going to take a long time to be able to fully process that because you have to fully process within yourself as well. But the fact that he is weaponizing his emotions, that's not going to make her want to fully 100% open up to you.
No,
I just can't. I can't handle
I
him. I'm
know.
like, get this man off my screen. After the
Yeah,
hot tub scene, I was like, ew, this is
just gross.
disgusting.
Like literally gross.
Yeah.
I lost all like I've always just kind of ached out by him, just honestly by their whole story.
Mm-hmm.
It just weirds me out, especially because she, for multiple seasons now, has been saying like he took me out of a bad situation, like my home life wasn't great, and because of when we got together, I was able to like move in with him, like get out of it. To me, it just kind of like has always kind of been like Stockholm
Mm-hmm.
syndrome-y a little bit. Like it's like always like, okay, is it really him that you're like loving, or is it the fact that he like brought you out of a bad situation, like brought you into like a somewhat better situation, I guess. But
Mm-hmm.
like at the same time, let's be honest, the age difference and the age that they started getting together was it's just odd. I
Yeah.
think this last season when they've really highlighted it and like really shown it and been more honest about all of it, and the hot tub scene specifically, I was like,
Gross.
that is disgusting. And his confessional where he was like, yeah, it's a deal breaker for me. I'm like, if you know your wife, first of all, is pregnant and then also going through healing, like
Yeah.
her healing journey, you cannot be saying something like that. Like that
No.
is
And the hot
just
tub scene was weird. Like he
gross.
just expected so much. Never once was he being like, "Oh, you're so beautiful,"
Yes.
like touching her, like making her feel comfortable in the situation. He was just
Yes.
fully expecting it. And I
Yeah.
was like, you have to do,
Yeah, he was
maybe
never putting the
you
work
put a little bit
in.
of work in to,
Yes. Like maybe you, yeah, you do something like for her that's nice, that shows her, that makes her feel special, makes her feel
yes.
comfortable. Yeah, it's not just about you, buddy. At the end of the day, hate to break it to you, but it's not.
The way you were talking there was so weird. Um,
Well, I just want to make
okay,
it very clear.
done with the more traumatic stuff. But yeah, that I just watched the hot tub scene today and I was like I
It's
was just getting
gross.
heated. Um, and like him just being so open in the confessionals about it. I was like, you are not even questioning that what you're doing or saying is wrong,
No.
which is wild to me.
And it's about your wife too. Like I just feel like about your like with your wife, like I get, yes, you're on a show and you've signed up to be pretty honest about your life, but there are certain things involving that where it's just like I don't feel like you should be just outwardly saying like the whole like deal breaker thing. First of all, I just think it's an odd stance to have in general, especially with all the circumstances that they're under. But
Yeah.
then you're also like, hey, this is going to get aired, and not
Yes,
only is everybody in the world gonna see this, your wife is also gonna watch this and have to hear you say that.
for sure. It's not even just saying, oh, we're having hard times. Or if he said there are multiple things that are wrong with relationship, but intimacy is one of the big ones.
Yes.
He's fully saying, no, if I don't have sex, we are done.
Yeah.
That's wild. It'd been different if
Wild.
he was saying that, hey, we have a lot of problems, but intimacy is one of our biggest ones. Then I'd be like, okay, well, if they have a lot, like that makes sense why intimacy is like get down.
But
I
yeah,
can't
like
with
once
him.
again, like okay, intimacy is a huge problem, but like he doesn't, from what we've seen, it doesn't feel like he's putting any work into like solving the problem. It seems like he's expecting her to solve the problem completely on her end, and like he's blaming the problem on her. It's
Hmm.
like that is okay. Yes, like there's a lot of factors going into it, but also like do on your end what you can do to help
Yeah,
solve the problem.
no, for sure. And I
You
don't
know?
know a lot about Mormonism, but I feel like a lot of in religion in general, it's very much of like, oh, when you're married, sex is part of the thing. Like you
Mm-hmm.
got to do it to keep the man happy. That's kind of, I feel like, what a lot of religions say. So I feel like that's where he's coming off on it of being like,
Mm-hmm.
well, we're married. Like this is something you have to do to keep me happy. And
Mm-hmm.
if you don't, I'll leave.
Yeah.
So,
Just gross.
yeah. Anyway, let's talk about something way better. Not way better, but like way happier because that is not fun. Um, Oh, the part that I loved for all of them was when they all got to meet Lana Del Rey and
Oh my gosh,
Michaela
yes.
getting the DM. I've never seen Michaela more happy, and it was so
Yeah.
cute.
It was so cute. I like how
Hmm.
Alana was like, "So are you guys all mic'd up right now? Like, is there
Yes.
actual tea happening right now?" Like, she was like so in on it. Like, I think that's how you and I would be if we
Oh,
ever like
I
met
was thinking the
anybody.
exact same thing. I was like, I'm even more of a Lana Del Rey fan. The fact that she's so into all of
Same.
this.
I know. I loved it. I was like, I'd be asking you all these same questions.
Yes. I was this is like a side note in general of just because, I was thinking about Lana Del Rey being such an avid reality fan and us being avid reality fans. Yesterday, I was talking with my boyfriend, like, if you could make the best music festival that's like solely like, what would you do for your Friday, your Saturday, your Sunday of your music festival? And I said, honestly, my first night, my Friday night, yeah, Saturday, Sunday, I'd actually have musical artists. My Friday night would be solely reality stars. I would want Sheena
Oh
Shea.
my
I'd
God.
want Kyle Cook. I'd want Maddie from Southern Hospitality. Even put like a little like Molly singing in there. I'd want an entire
Yes.
reality music night.
I would be there Friday night. I would be there
Yeah,
front and center.
me too. Me too.
That'd be awesome,
Um,
actually.
I know, wouldn't it? Well,
Hmm.
anyway, we'll talk about the rest of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives unless you have more to talk about, but we can talk about all of it next
Well,
week.
I just have a really quick thing to say as
Oh,
well.
okay, you can say it.
Okay, as I was watching the season two, and they was it season two? No, as I'm watching season three, and then all of a sudden they have the reunion episode for season two. Like they're like during season three they're filming, but they actually filmed them like doing the season two reunion. Do you get what I'm saying?
No,
Okay, well, anyway, I've never watched a show where they do their reunions because this show has such quick turnaround. I've never
it
watched a show like this
does.
before, and it's
Yeah,
messing with my brain so much. Like,
me too.
I feel like there's like no break and there's like no downtime. And so the fact that they go like also like the reunions kind of confused me because they give them no time to breathe and no time for like things to be spoken about on social media to
Yeah.
respond to. So it's like season three, halfway through season three, they did the season two reunion.
Oh, I
And
know
then,
what you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because
So
it's
then
crazy that in this season 3, they're having a LA press tour for season 1. No, season 2. Yeah, season 2.
yeah, it's like
Sorry,
it
season
messes
2.
with my brain so much. And I
Yes.
honestly like don't know if I love
It's hard
the
because when they
setup
were
of it.
talking to Lana Del Rey, only season 1 had been out for her to watch
Oh,
because they were saying, "Oh, you'll see when you watch season 2." So they were about to go on their LA press tour before season 2 released. And now we're watching. Yeah, it is a
it's
weird time
so
jump, but it really hasn't
confusing.
been long since it's been on air. I love that it is such a quick turnaround because some shows take forever,
Hmm.
but yes, I do think they don't give them a lot of time to just breathe. And there's no wonder why Jen and Whitney and everybody is like having such these big mental breaks because it's nonstop.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, and like, yes, it's good for the viewer, but like, I just there's no wonder there's so much drama because they're constantly around each other. They're constantly having to like rehash old things that were like months, months, and months ago because they're constantly having like even like they're filming season three halfway through. They're having to like re-talk about season two.
Hmm.
It's just like confusing. And like most shows, it's like okay, you film and then like what like 2 3 months later or something you come to the reunion.
Yeah, you
And
have
I feel like
time
the
to kind
reunion
of
is yeah,
like,
the reunions usually after like some things are out on social media, like so you're kind of like bouncing off social media
hmm.
perception as well. But this is like you're literally just still going off of only each other's perception and like opinions, no
Yeah.
outside. Like so it's just I don't know, it's a little like too much
No, I
to
100%
take in a
agree.
little bit.
Maybe that's why the timelines too in our heads are like boop 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 boop. Okay.
Yeah.
I have another note on this, but I have to pee so badly. So keep any notes and I'll be right back.
Okay.
So my other note, because I forgot that you had been watching the old stuff. So I do have a question on how you felt. How did you feel during Taylor's conversation with her mom and her stepdad in Dakota?
Which one?
They were all like outside in the backyard.
Oh my gosh. Wait. Wait a
You
second.
remember now.
Okay. when they're at the picnic table.
Yes.
And the stepdad's basically like, well, you slept with him, so like, what did you expect? Blah, 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 kind of thing. And then Dakota's like, I'm playing the victim and I'm winning your family over.
Yes.
Can't stand it. And they're all like, Taylor, you're the worst. Taylor, this is all your fault. Taylor, give him a chance. Dakota's like, yeah, give me a chance. It's the worst.
The worst.
The worst. I could not believe it. I genuinely, it's so confusing because it's like, I generally don't get Taylor's family because they're very supportive. I will say I love Taylor's sister.
Oh, yeah.
Taylor's sister is the only person I think in the entire show who has her head on straight.
Mm-hmm.
I love her. All of her opinions so far, I think that I've seen, I'm like, yep, completely on her side. She voices things 100% correctly. Like she calls people out on their BS in a very polite, nice way. And she's the only one who seems to agree that Taylor and Dakota should not be together.
I was just going to ask you. I was like, she is the one that, because she has two sisters,
Yes.
and there is one that
Oh,
doesn't like Dakota, right?
yeah, I think it's her younger one, I
Yeah.
think.
Okay. Yeah.
And she was the only one at the table who said, you guys need to take a break from each other and be separate and work on yourselves. She was the only one there that said that. But I don't get Taylor's family because her mom will ride for Taylor at any time. Like coming into whose party was it? Have or
Oh, in season 1 or season
season
2,
one or season two where
and
she
it's a
comes and
Christmas
she
party. She like
yeah, and
brings
she
a
like comes
present.
and yells at Demi
Yeah.
and is like, you're being mean to Taylor, basically. It's like she'll go at anybody for Taylor and stand up for Taylor at any chance she gets, except when it comes to Dakota.
Yeah. I think
Then
it's
she'll
kind
have
of
Dakota's
that.
back.
Yeah. I think it's that. I mean, not even just Mormonism, religion in general, how it's very much like, oh, a woman needs a man.
Yeah.
And I think that's so ingrained in them. That's unfortunately what she's feeling. But yeah, the stepdad, no, you cannot
No.
be talking to her that way.
No.
And no wonder she has so much anxiety and stuff of relationships.
Yes, the things that they were saying to her and the fact that they were just ganging up on her, I felt so bad for her. I was like, girl, run, get out of
Mm-hmm.
there. It was so sad. And Dakota plays, I cannot stand Dakota. I think
Me
he's
either.
a horrible person. The way he plays the victim and the way he changes his demeanor so quickly, like he changes his voice so quickly
Mm-hmm.
to win over somebody. Like the minute he could pick up that her stepdad and mom were on his side in the slightest bit, he immediately changed his voice to be a
He
little bit
ran with it.
softer
Yep.
and yeah, ran with it to play the victim. And I'm like, that is just he's so calculated, so manipulative. He's honestly kind of scary a little bit.
And
Like,
Macy clocks it.
yes,
Macy's the only
yes.
one who, like, even when they went to Stagecoach, Macy was like, why is Dakota staying with us? And she knew, she clocked it. She
Mhm.
was like, I know they're going to get back together.
Yeah,
What'd they do? They slept together there. They have this like weird hold over each other.
yeah.
So I'm
It's
hoping
crazy.
Taylor on The Bachelor, she just finds this great guy.
Well, this is the thing is like there's like crazy stuff that happens that would have been great to talk about this episode, but
Let's
unfortunately
wait till next
somebody
episode.
had to wait and not watch it because even there's been interviews done about Taylor's been questioned what if Dakota shows up on The Bachelor, and there's stuff I would have loved to comment on, but I can't.
Okay, so now, well, we'll talk about that next week. So now that you just didn't even want to watch this show. Are you glad that you watched this show now?
I am glad that I watched it. It's not a show that I like I don't love it. It's not a show that I would recommend personally to anybody. Like it's a show that I watched, but it's not a show that I would ever rewatch. Like I love Summer House. I love Vanderpump Rules. Those are like two that I go back to constantly and will rewatch constantly. Love the people in them, like you know, like what's
Mm-hmm.
going on with them. These guys, I'm like, I could really care less. And honestly, the minute I stopped watching it, it kind of went out of my brain until I started talking about it again, and then I'm like, oh yeah, actually that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was
No, I
actually
totally agree with you.
that.
I only rewatch it to get ready for the next season to be like,
Yeah,
oh, this is what happened. It's not
yeah,
like Vanderpump or Summer House that I'm constantly rewatching as I brush my teeth every single night.
yeah, exactly.
No, it's
I
like,
do like knowing what's going on. Like now that I've been seeing a lot about them on social media, I like that I knowing the backstory on them.
mm-hmm.
It's interesting. And I will watch The Bachelorette now
Yeah.
because of Taylor, which I
Whoever is
would never
on
do.
the reality more side of Disney and Hulu is doing a great job of connecting Dancing with the Stars, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, Vanderpump Villa. Like they know what they're doing about getting us all in. Now Love Thy
They do.
Neighbors. Even oh, that was another thing. I loved them all talking to Scott Disick.
I loved that. Oh my God. It's funny because that was on the Kardashians.
Was it?
Yeah. And I
Wow.
was like, oh my God, like when is this gonna come in? Because I was watching the recent Kardashians, like while I was watching season one of the Mormon Wives. So I kind of
Mhm.
had already like knew it, but I was like, when is this gonna come in kind of thing. I just, I don't love Scott, but like I kind of do love
You
Scott.
do. I
He does have a soft spot in my heart. Something about that
feel
man,
like you've loved Scott for years.
for years. Like just there's just something about him. He was like my first reality like love, unfortunately. The
Not
Kardashians
something
was like
you,
my was my first like big reality show. And that he was
yeah.
my first big reality love.
Yeah, that and Project Runway probably.
Yeah. But Scott is controversial. We can all admit it, but there's just something about him.
Yeah. Not something about her, something about
Something
him.
about him.
Okay, well that's all of my Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I'm like glad you watched it. Just because I feel like when we were watching Dance with Stars, I was like, you need to watch this because I feel like I can't really tell you much about Whitney and Jen.
Yeah.
So
I'm
now it's
glad I waited till after the show was done.
yeah.
I will say after Dance with the Stars was done.
Um,
I don't like Whitney at all though. I could not stand Whitney. I think she's the most calculated person. Like which I she is a she's kind of like admitted to it
she
now.
admits
I
it.
think
She's
she's
just
just kind
doing
of
it
like,
for the money,
yeah, I just want
basically.
to get what I want out of the world, which is like good for her, I guess. Go for what you want, but at the same time, like it bugged me the first two seasons where she was like still trying to be like, but I love these girls.
Yeah.
We're all friends. And it's like, no. Like
I
just
too
admit
would
that you
come
want
back for
money.
Dancing with the Stars though.
Mm, I don't think I would. I think I would have been like, I left. Like how I left and I chose to leave.
Yeah,
You
I see that.
know? Like I don't think I would come back just being like, just for the opportunity. Like obviously I would be like, oh darn it, I missed it.
Oh, darn it.
Darn it, I missed my one chance at my biggest dream in my life. But like at the
I
same time,
know.
my bad.
I know. And somebody I was also like watching with my boyfriend at the time, and somebody I don't remember who had said it, but they were like, "I'm gonna win the mirror ball," and I go, "I too am gonna win the mirror ball someday." And
I
it's
know,
like,
isn't it crazy? Like I'm like, I watched them all saying this. Like, I watched Jen be like, I always dream about being on Dancing with the Stars. And I'm like, me too. So, like, you guys are really giving me hope that, like, it's possible for us.
or Dancing with the Stars, just do Dancing with the Stars with the average person.
No, I'm
Pit
going to be
us
a
against each
star.
other, you and
I'm going to
me.
be a star.
Oh, okay. Patrick Star. No, I agree. I agree.
Because I'm so red.
No, that's not why I was just thinking of the star. Okay, that's all I have for Here Lies Mormon Wives. We will talk about the finale, reunion, our whole thoughts next week. Are you going to be watching The Bachelor with Taylor, Frankie, Paul?
I just said that.
Oh, did
I
you?
just said that I was. If you were
Oh,
listening 5 minutes ago, I literally just said that I was.
sorry. Sometimes I go in and out. Um, oh, speaking of in and out, the In and Outs in Nashville, well, like right outside of Nashville, have opened this week. People have been waiting in the line for like 10 hours. So I don't know when I'll be able to go because I love In and Out. I
I
don't want to
love.
hear any In and Out hate
There's
on
no such
anybody that
thing.
listens to
Nope.
this.
I don't think there's anybody in the world who hates In and
Oh no.
Out.
I have been seeing people on TikTok being like, the burgers are mid. Why would you wait 10 hours?
What?
What?
I would wait 10 hours for that for sure.
I know. I've been contemplating. I'm like, ooh, do I go soon? Or do I
I
wait
would.
till anyway? Just letting you know that I'm pumped that there are three locations now
I'm gonna book
in
a flight
Nashville.
out there. When can
Yeah,
I
come
book a
on down, girl.
flight?
Come
Oh,
on down.
I tell my boyfriend all the time. My boyfriend lives in California. I tell him all the time. I'm like, the main reason I'm booking a flight to see you is just to go to In and Out.
And I don't blame you.
I eat it like 5 times. If I'm out there for 5 days, I'm eating In and Out 5 times, if not
It's
more.
so good.
It's so good. It's always on my list of like must get it. Like usually it's the right after the airport meal because
Hmm.
it's like a need. It's usually In and Out and Phil's is like my immediate go-tos.
People were saying that it'd be faster to fly to California, go to In-N-Out, fly back, then go to the In-N-Outs here right now.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah. Um,
Dedication, you know?
so that's all my shows. The only other thing we were supposed to talk about is the Summer House trailer. I'm pumped. The 6 new people they were adding in, I'm really excited about as well.
Same.
I don't know. There's been a lot of talk so far, people speculating about Amanda and Kyle. I'm not going to speculate until we see. I don't want to put anything out there until we fully see what's going on. I don't like the people are already putting their
I
little claws
agree.
and everything.
I will say Amanda's, you know, also diving into it on social media though. So it's a little bit
Yes.
interesting because, there was the video of Kyle recently out at a frat party to like, first of all, why is Kyle at a frat party? He's
Seems
like,
like 45, isn't he?
yeah, like literally.
Also, the biggest thing in that, he had a Truly in his hand.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did. A competitor.
Ooh, he's gonna have
Kyle.
to sue himself. Oh shit.
Mm-mm-mm. He got mad
Mm-mm.
at Craig doing an ad for another seltzer company. And we see Kyle over here at a frat party with the Truly.
Oh, how drunk was that? How drunk was he? He cheated on his own brand. What's a cheater?
Cheated
Always a
on his
cheater.
wife and he cheated on his brand.
Oh God.
We actually don't know.
Um,
Allegedly on the wife.
alleged,
But
but he has cheated on her before, so
yeah, and he has
technically
cheated on his brand.
he's cheated a lot. He's What's a cheater? Always a cheater for Kyle Cook.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's at a frat party till like 5:30 in the morning. It was posted on social media, and somebody asked like based on social media if it was the same one that's in the trailer, because in the trailer Amanda is referring to a time that he was out at till 6:30 in the morning, and then like with fans or something like that. What was it like? He was out till 6:30 in the morning with
It was a
fans, or
fan at like a fan's house.
yeah, at a fan's house till 6:30 in the morning. Suspicious and weird.
Also, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm boring, but I don't think I'm boring. Like I feel like I can go out pretty late. Who can go out till 6:30 a.m.?
Yeah, I've done it once or twice in my life.
I can't even do that
And
on New Year's. I'm in by
I mean,
4 a.m. at the
I'm not gonna lie,
latest.
that is like a regular day for me, if I'm gonna be honest. I tried to play off as being like, yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, but
But
you're up
no.
like doing things. You're not partying till 6:30.
No, I'm not partying. I'm sewing.
And if you're out drinking, like I know you, if you're out drinking, you're in bed by 2 a.m.
Oh yeah. Put like an alcoholic drink in my hand, she passed out.
Yeah,
Put a
I
different
know.
drink in my hand, she up all night. So
No,
it depends on the drink, really.
I know.
You know.
But I never see you partying past 2 a.m.
Put a sewing machine in front of me, I'm up. I'm up till the sun is up. Girl.
That's different.
That's different. I'm up till however
But
late I need to be.
but if
You
I
know.
had to tell you that you had to socialize until 6:30
Oh,
a.m.,
put a person in front of me, I am knocked out. Put a sewing machine in front of me, I am up and ready to go.
exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. What person can socialize and party until 6:30 a.m. when they're like 45 years old? I'm 30 and there's no way. If somebody said you have to be up till 6:30, I'd be struggling.
Maybe he went to bed at like
9 p.m.
9 p.m. Well,
or
wait.
9 a.m. I
What's the
don't know.
math on that one?
I have no
Never
idea.
mind. Anyway, so clip in the trailer, he was at a fan's house till 6:30 in the morning, post on social media, he's at this person's house till 5:30 in the morning partying. And people are like, is this the same one? Question mark, question mark. Amanda comments on that and is like, surprisingly, this is not even the same event from the trailer.
I did see that.
Let's be honest, this is happening multiple times, and she's kind of adding into it, like, okay, so yeah, she's probably doing it like to add on to like, okay, we have
Hmm.
to watch the show, but like, what? I hope that she's hinting at, oh yeah, I left him.
I'm kind of
He's
hoping so too because as I've been rewatching it, I was like, I don't know if I can handle another season of just Amanda and Kyle fighting. At some point, you have
It's
to
been
realize you shouldn't be together because
every season.
there hasn't been one season. The COVID season is the only season where they're better.
Mm-hmm.
But when they first go into the COVID season, they're not because they're like we've been spending too much time together, which
Yeah,
makes sense with COVID. The COVID season is the only season where they're somewhat okay.
dude, I'm
Otherwise,
on like,
every other season they're not okay.
yeah, I'm only on season 2, and I just totally forgot how rough they started out even from the beginning, how rough it
Yeah,
is. It's just nuts right off the bat, and then it just seems like it's just never ending craziness
it's
that's
not, and
still
that's
continuing on
why
to this day, and it's the same issues. That's what's crazy too, is like it's still the same issues, like even like season 2, Kyle's like, like his whole thing season 2 was like, yeah, I gotta like eventually, grow up and like settle down. Kyle is still saying that same shit to this day, and we are on season whatever.
10. I
Like,
think we'll be in season 10 this year. No, and that's where I'm here for the Sierra and Wes whole story coming back.
same.
I'm here for the new people. Lindsay, yeah, I'm here for like hearing about Lindsay's whole year. Sounds like she'll kind of let loose again. But I cannot do Amanda and Kyle fighting again. I'm so here for Amanda and Sierra and Kyle and Carl. But if I have one more season, it's been 10 seasons now of Amanda and Kyle fighting, and I don't have it in me anymore.
I completely agree. Like, at what point do you realize, okay, mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm. But I'm like, if it's heavily hinted in the trailer, I feel like
I feel like it too. I feel
it's
like it's gonna
finally
like
gonna be
maybe
this
drop
season.
or like a week before they're gonna file, or they're gonna say they're separated by the
Yeah,
end of the season or something like that. But like not file for divorce yet, but maybe like they're separated. Because I don't know
yeah,
how you would be wanting to cause this much of a stir and this much drama if you were in a healthy relationship.
I agree. Because usually they come in being like, no, look at it. Like, they come in like not wanting people to talk about their relationship.
Yeah,
Has been the past few seasons, like keep us out of your mouth kind of thing.
yeah,
So this season, if they're already being like kind of inviting the conversation,
no, for sure.
like how much do you really want to do for views versus like your relationship?
Yeah, but this year in West, I'm kind of here for it.
I'm honestly super here
Uh,
for it. Like, I
don't
am
hate me.
pumped.
I mean, I think US has done some thinking, realized how amazing Sierra is. I don't know. They always had a little something, something.
He has had like what 2 years to kind of grow up
Yeah.
and like,
As long
you
as
know,
Sierra doesn't get with Jesse,
yeah.
I'll be fine.
I think Wes, I think honestly his first season really obviously humbled him and like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Last season, like he did kind of redeem himself a little bit to me, and I think his whole next season he's gonna like really redeem himself. And if he knows what he was missing with Sierra, that's all I need from that boy. As long as he's gonna treat her like the amazing, beautiful, awesome,
Mm-hmm.
perfect, just
Immaculate.
like literally the best, like coolest person in the world ever.
Yeah.
That he knows he like could never have again. Like you know what I'm trying to say? Like
Yeah.
like I'm like hey, lost for words.
You're just thinking about Sierra in your mind. You're like, I'm
Literally,
sorry. I got a little speechless.
genuinely, like I can't even think.
No, I understand. Well, that's all my thoughts on Summer House. Should we
Same.
get
I'm
to
so excited.
February 3rd? We're like a little over a month away.
I can't wait.
Which is good because after Love Island Australia, I'm like, what are we supposed to watch now? Then Vanderpump, Southern Charm. There's not as much stuff.
Same.
Maybe we have
When is
to,
The Bachelor?
I think in January, we might have to go back and maybe watch something that we've never seen or
Yeah.
old stuff like maybe The Hills or Laguna Beach or something.
Suggest to us what show we should
What show
watch.
should we watch that we've never watched before? What's your all-time favorite reality show? Okay, Picky Dicky.
Yeah. Picky Dicky. Picky Dicky. Picky Dicky. I'm like so red today. When you said Patrick Star, all I've been thinking about since is that I look exactly like Patrick Star.
I said that because you said you're going to be a star. I did
I
not say that
do
because you're
though.
red.
I look like I'm the same color as him.
I'm not a.
Look at me. You can't even deny it.
You're always red a little bit.
I'm so red today. It's because I tried a new face serum.
Is it good though? Does it make your face feel soft?
It's good, but I should have used it at nighttime, not during the
Mm,
day. I
I
thought it
see
was
that.
going to be like a more like soothing one. She's strong.
She's strong. My picky dicky, I kind of alluded to it before when we were talking about Southern Charm. If you were invited to Whitmer's literary party, what would you dress up like?
Mm. I'm blanking on books. I'm somebody who doesn't read a lot of books, but I'm trying my best to remember books. And
You could do Strawberry Shortcake. She's a book.
no, been there,
Oh,
done that.
never mind. So sorry. It could be a children's book.
I know. I'm trying to think of children's books. I'm really trying to think of what's the name of that one lady who takes things like too literally.
Amelia
And
Bedelia.
Amelia Bedelia. Is that her name?
I think it's Amelia
Where it's
Bedelia.
like, she did the washing machine and like it like overflowed.
I'm pretty sure that's Amelia Bedelia.
I just was like Amelia Bedelia, but I don't
That
even know
would
what
be
she
so cute.
wears. What does she wear? I don't know, but I think I like her name.
Like a little dress.
Or I dress up like, well, obviously I could be Junie B.
That'd be
Jones
cute.
or the girl in The Awakening that walked into the ocean.
Ooh, spooky.
Yeah, I should probably be her, but I don't remember her first name. What
But I
about
like
you?
it. Spooky vibes. I would dress up like Effie Trinket.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's great.
Yeah, specifically probably her butterfly outfit, where it's like the
Yes,
monarchs.
that actually is so good.
Thank you. I
Also,
loved what?
how exciting is it that it's going to be Elle Fanning
Oh,
as
I'm pumped.
Effie?
And Josh Hutcherson and Jennifer Lawrence are coming back for Sunrise of the Reaping. So I'm
Oh,
super pumped for that because like everybody's like, oh, they're not even in this book because it's a prequel. I'm over here being like, read the book. They're in the little beginning part. So I'm actually so glad that they're coming to that, and it really sounds like the movie is going to really go with the book. So yay. Also, speaking of Josh Hutcherson, because he's like my true love in life, since Little Manhattan, I saw Five Nights at Freddy's the other day. One, I was a group of people, and they're like, oh, how could your childhood crush be Josh Hutcherson? And I'm like, what? I all of you guys suck. Not actually, but how do you not know? And then two, McKenna Grace was in that movie, but she's also going to be in Sunrise of the Reaping. Did you know that she used to make fan edit
I
TikToks
saw
of
that on
PETA?
TikTok.
And now
Yeah.
they're in movies together. And I'm like, I'm loving the full circle here and how
Ew.
embarrassed she was about it.
That's
I
so
get it.
cute. That's so cute.
Yeah, I love Josh Hutcherson with all my heart. But yes, F you Trinket.
That is a
What's
good one.
Thank you. What's your picky dicky?
If you were on The Bachelor, if you were the Bachelorette,
Okay.
and you have Shep, Austin, Craig, basically like main Bravo guys, but I'm gonna name them out for you just so you
Okay.
have them clear in your head.
Yes, thank you.
Shep, Austin, Craig, Jax, Tom. I had other people in my head and I'm like blanking right
You
now.
doing Summer House as well on there?
Yeah, Kyle, Jesse, Wes,
Carl.
Carl. That's it.
Okay. We're just doing those shows.
Main Bravo men.
Okay.
Those are like the main Bravo men in my head.
Yeah.
Oh geez. Um, you're the Bachelorette. Who are you choosing out of those for your first date?
My first date. Well, that would just be first impressions.
Oh, I
So
was gonna ask who you give your first impression rose to, but like it's a little tricky because like how would they come out of the limo? You don't know how they're gonna come out of the limo.
I know that's a thing. It's like now I know their whole backstories, but I'm trying to think of if I didn't really know them and who would charm me from the beginning.
Yeah, just think about like, yeah, who would be like the little charmer that
Because
might
like I'd probably
make
pick
you
Carl,
blush?
love Carl, but he doesn't have any.
Yeah, okay, that's what we'll say. Imagine these all of them coming out
Mhm.
of the limo. Imagine their Riz.
Yeah,
We've
Carl
all
has
we've
zero.
seen
No
their yeah,
offense.
we've seen their Riz. Imagine that. Who would you, I guess, give your first impression rose to?
I hate myself for saying this. Probably Craig. I
I
think he
can see
knows
that
how
for
to
sure.
put the charm on. I think he
Yeah.
knows how to compliment, and I think he knows how to make himself look like a good guy from the beginning.
Yeah.
He comes off very assertive, but very kind when you first meet him.
Yeah.
So I think I probably would have picked Craig. Then throughout the season, I'd have been like, and I would have switched to Carl.
Yeah.
What about you?
I hate to say mine as well. I don't think there's any guy in the lineup that you'd be proud to say, really, which is
I
unfortunate.
know I was trying to think that too. Are you
You
going to say
know,
Shep?
he was my second option. Like he was my first, like initial thought, but no, if I really were to think about it, it'd be Jesse.
I see that.
Yeah, Jesse would charm me with his looks and his goofiness for sure.
How far
Definitely.
into the conversation do you think he sings to you or tells you that he can sing?
Well, I don't think he'd actually sing. If he sang to me in like a joke, I would sing right back. Let's be honest.
True.
But if he sang to me actually, I would say immediate red flag. I've had men sing to me in the past and it's never been good. It might be
Ugh.
good acoustically, but it's been bad emotionally.
Yeah.
I've also been rapped to, as I think many women have, and it's never a good time. You don't
Was
want to get rapped to by a man.
was the rap good acoustically?
It was horrible. I was literally trapped in a car driving around being rapped to. I was had my playlist on. He turned the music down in the car so he could freestyle rap to me because there were a lot of things on his mind that he had to get out.
Wait,
And
was it about you guys?
he chose to get them out by freestyle rapping his emotions. And I continued, not by choice really, but like I just felt guilty. So I continued to talk to him because I felt like, okay, well, I guess he voiced his emotions to me and he was sincere. So it was the worst time ever.
That's horrible.
Yeah, and like, what do you do when a man is freestyle rapping to you, but you're locked in a moving car?
I would just start beatboxing to it.
I just was like, it was horrible. I'm getting flashbacks right now, and it wasn't good. It was like the worst time. But like, honestly, singing was better.
Yeah, I could take singing. So you'd pick Jesse.
Yeah, because he would maybe rap to me, but I think he'd be kind of good.
I don't know about that.
He probably smiled to me at least. Like this was like a freestyle rap with no smile. It was just a freestyle rap with no giggles as well. It was just
Can
straight
you remember any
freestyle.
of the lines?
No, luckily, but like also I've been freestyle rap to multiple times. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, but one was from a child. That wasn't a child. He was like 17 and I was like 20. But he freestyle rapped to me to show me because he was going to like try to become a rapper and he wanted to see if I thought he had the potential. But I was like, didn't know how to tell him no. I was like, yeah, that's really good. I was
That's
like,
crazy. I've
yeah,
never been rapped to.
yeah. Too many times for me. I've
That's
also been
wild.
prayed on,
Yeah,
prayed to
I do know that about you.
many a time, sung to. Ugh, this the stories I could tell, the stories I could tell. Sent videos, 3 hour long videos from a lake of a guy telling me which house was gonna be ours.
That's
And
wild. Yeah.
the
If
guy
there's
who
one thing
tripped on
about
acid.
Kendra, whoever starts talking to her falls deeply in love. You're like a
There was
siren.
a man who tripped on acid, and then afterwards he Snapchatted me the next day and he sent me a long video about saying, so I tripped on acid last night and I had this crazy vision and it was you walking down the aisle. And he explained everything to me. It was nuts.
That's my worst
We
nightmare.
I hung out with that man. We had hung out once before. One time.
That man would have
Literally
killed
once.
you.
I do think so. I hope he doesn't listen to this. Maybe we should take this out.
I don't think he's listening to this.
You a big reality fan?
He's too busy tripping acid.
I don't think he continued on with that journey. I think it was a one time only.
I'll bet he says it to multiple girls.
Probably. That's not a good line. If anybody thinks it's a good line to use, it's not. It freaked me out.
Yeah.
It scared me because the I'm hey, I think most people have commitment issues. And also anybody who just met somebody one time usually has commitment issues with that person because
Yeah.
that usually does give serial killer vibes.
Absolutely.
It's not a compliment. Thank you. He's like, you look so beautiful. Was it me or was it like an alien? Because I don't think that's what that vibe was.
Okay, well, ending on that note, we can really dive into those other stories the next few weeks.
No need.
Okay. That's all we get from those.
Yep. It's locked in a vault now.
Nope.
You're lucky you got those ones when you did.
There'll be more. Well, anyway, I have dinner reservations, so I gotta skedaddle.
I have soup.
It's so funny. Yeah, we're going out to a restaurant in East Nashville. They change their menu every single night. So I don't really know what the menu's gonna be. But unfortunately they're closing in June, so we decided to go now. Never been. So
Aw.
it'll be good. And before that we're gonna hit a wine bar.
Well, I hope you
So
have the absolute best time of your entire life.
thanks, and I hope you have fun eating your soup.
Thank you.
And revisiting, rethinking about your traumatic rapping to you experiences.
Nope, I've already blocked it out.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Ready to go for the night. Eat my soup and block out my memories. My favorite.
Sounds like a great night. Okay. Well, bye. See you next week.